On some shit. Snoop said
Like,
that he been hearing
like
niggas.
Kiss and Styles P?
Yeah, but Snoop said, you know, they must have forgot. You know, he said they see him with Martha Stewart. they see him on The Voice. They said, you forgot where all this shit originated from.
Wow.
And I asked him, what the fuck is you on? Like, cause it's that type of shit.
Yeah.
Cause he going crazy. Snoop, tell the people a little bit about your album and why you want to do this album, what label it's on, and what you've been doing music-wise the last few months.
Well, the record is on Death Row, Interscope, Aftermath. Wanted to get back with Dr. Dre and get back on my shit because that's my producer. That's the best director for me. And I'm so doing so many different things right now. It's like the young generation really don't know what I do because they see me do so much. So I have to like reintroduce myself to them as an MC, as a rapper, as one who do this all the time, who's done this and who knows how to continue to do it. But to make a record that reminds motherfuckers who I am. Because I'm a rapper. And when rappers rap, it makes me want to rap, especially when they good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when they making regular shit, I don't really want to get out. When my motherfuckers is making shit that make people pay attention to lyrics again, and production, and musicianship, that's where it's like, okay, I need to get back on my shit because that's what I got in this for.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's a competitive drive to see someone win a championship. And you say to yourself, well, shit, I still got championship drive. I want to go win me one.
Right.
Let me put my team together and see if we can lace up one more time and do the things that we do.
Right. How did you, and we talked about this earlier, but for the people listening, how did you end up getting Death Row, owning Death Row right now? Because for our audience that doesn't know, Snoop actually owns Death Row. Not just the CEO of your owner, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir. Owner of Death Row Records and the publishing and the masters and the IP.
Talk.
Right.
Talk. How'd you go about getting that? Because somebody that's younger may not understand. Me and Mase, you know, we listened to you before Mase had a deal, before I had a deal. You know, it was Mase. One day went on a rant, and I was agreeing with the rant, and it was part of Title Town and all this other shit. I grew up under Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. I'm from Bitches Ain't Shit. I'm from
where Title Town came from.
He started going off, and that's the shit.
Get him, man.
Yeah, and that's what we grew up to. And then, you know, Mase ended up getting his deal a few years after you, and then me a couple years after him. But for you to own Death Row, and me and Mason, of course, White and Larry, and Snap may not be familiar with the legacy and what came and all the violence and beef and everything else behind it. For you to have that as an owner, not just CEO, is a very, very, very big deal. How did that come about?
Well, it came about for me, like observing and watching Death Row Records be moved around, mishandled, different owners, and me just watching my legacy just fall apart because those first two records are going to always be connected to me. And I would always be out and about and people would want me to sign Doggy Style or sign a Dogfather. And I was like, damn, I'm signing these albums, but I don't even own this shit. And the way y'all handling it, y'all mishandling my legacy.
Right.
So when the time came for Death Row to be moved into some real investors who had it, somebody in the business world reached out to me and was like, Death Row is for sale. But they'll only sell it to you. And I'm like, for real? Look at God. Because I wanted to go work for my masters. I wanted to go get with Koch and tell them, look, I know y'all got it. Let me do a deal with y'all where I work off my masters. Like I come and be the CEO for Death Row, build y'all shit up. You know, people like me, I can get people to like Death Row. They didn't want to do it. Shake them, go get a job at Def Jam so I can learn the corporate side. And they was like, why the fuck you want to work for Def Jam? First of all, I love the label. I love what it means to hip hop. And I need to learn some corporate things that I wouldn't learn elsewhere.
Right.
Go learn that information. Death Row becomes available. Shake dice, get the bag right. Go holler at them. Buy the masters first. Buy the publishing. Buy the IP. I need that. All of it.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Let me ask you one more question. I don't know if y'all got. I'm just.
That's real.
That's super real. And a lot of people don't know that, and we don't have time here, or we probably, me and you got to go smoke one of them sessions you smoke me out on for this real conversation. But how did Harry O get back involved? Or is Harry O still involved?
Yes.
With Def Jam? I mean, pardon me, with Death Row. Pardon me. I'm sorry.
Well, Harry O got pardoned by Donald Trump.
Right.
And we was working on that to try to get him home. And when he got released, I brought him in with me. Mm-hmm. Because I knew that I was about to buy Death Row.
Right.
So I wanted to make sure that he knew that we would have possession of it. So when he came home, I got it, put him down, put him on, helped him clean his shit up so that way, you know, when they let a nigga like that out, they expect him to go right back.
Right.
So we got to give him a whole new walk because life is different. 33 years separated from the streets.
Right.
So we basically gave him the spirit to get his spirit back right. For him to find himself again, but to find it the right way and do it the legal way. And we just bonded. We built a brotherhood, a friendship. We got a Death Row documentary that we shot. That's, oh my God, this shit is dope as a motherfucker. That's coming out, and you'll hear his story, my story, the people who made Death Row, but from a positive perspective, not nobody shitting on nobody or hating on nobody, but just the truth.
Right.
And Harry O was brought back in because I felt like he was financing the projects and never received anything. And by me owning it now, I didn't owe him anything, but my respect and my loyalty for real shit made me feel like I had to do something for him.
Right.
And that's what I did.
That's what's up, man. My last question, and nobody ever asked this question, and you may not know the answer to this question, but how the fuck did DOC get in the fold being from Dallas? You just see DOC in the mix with Dr. Dre. And I know you came later afterwards, but nobody ever asked, how did DOC get from Dallas to
LA.
Compton?
Yeah. Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre was fucking with somebody out there that knew about some talent, and then he brought DOC to California, and he began writing for Eazy-E and all of them. Like, he was a writer.
No, we know the DOC story, but we never heard how he got.
Oh, maybe y'all should. I wish I had my phone. I'm calling a nigga right now, and he sure would tell you.
Yeah, because we know the whole DOC story from.
But you want to know how he physically got there?
How physically you get from Dallas? Because
was it a bike, a bus, was it a train?
No, it was like what made Dre out of fuck with him.
Like, who was the connect?
Yeah, who's the connect? Because when the shit start, every documentary, DOC's already there. Yeah. Every movie, DOC's already there. How he from Dallas? How the fuck did he get there?
That's that connection. We always had a Southwest connection. Like, Dallas, Houston, New Orleans, like we always had that Southwest connect to where our family more likely came from the South and migrated to the West.
Gotcha.
So we connect.
Is that how DOC got there, Snoop? That's what you said?
Maybe. I might have discovered it. Christopher Columbus, this nigga.
Yo, Snoop, when does the album come out?
Friday the 13th, December the 13th. Ooh. That motherfucker come out Friday the 13th. I'm tired of being nice. Fuck it.
And what's the name of the album?
Missionary. Because we did it to you doggy style. And that's with no pause.
What you want, nigga? Everything, nigga, super size. Two Big Macs, like when they doing them 2 for $5.